What's up? We live. Happy Tuesday, beautiful souls and spiritual gangsters. Text someone up. I love that smell. It is one of my favorite in existence. Painting this one out. Oh, right in the eye. What's up, Bake? Welcome, country. Welcome, Devon. Welcome, Sphinx. Hey, hey. Hey, Diamond Girl. Happy Tuesday. Hope the week has been off to a great start for everyone. My week has been like, it's already Tuesday? Oh my gosh. Slow down. And another, okay, Sphinx. Okay. 888. Y'all, if you haven't been manifesting for August 8th, please and thank you, do so. There's some good stuff that wants to come out for us. It's just a matter of we need to connect with that abundance energy. Hi, Miss CC. If ninjas attack, I'm using as a shield. This is me. So yeah, no, because I can't remember how long ago it was. I had a conversation that stuck with me. It's like, oh, if you're a spiritual person, supreme energy, you're supposed to be a spiritual person, then you know it's all love and light. And I'm like, no, it's not. What do you mean? What do you mean it's all love and light? We were not put here to just be like all peace, all love. Now, we got it pretty twisted on, you know, transmuting the other side, society-wise. But, like, listen, I am not a self-sacrificial lamb. Absolutely not. So I saw this shirt and I was like, oh, it's so cute. I've had this for a very long time. Exactly. We're here for the human experience. Okay, so it's not about all love and light. That would be beautiful. But, you know, a good 80-20 mix. Yeah. Or 70-30, depending on how you... As long as you're not hurting anyone, then, you know, the universe is like, all right, do your thing. And when I say anyone, that includes yourself. So let's get a collective message. See what this energy is looking like. I said that too. And I was like, so one has the H, one doesn't. And one is OG is orange. Ooh, I like this. This is the energy that you call like nice and easy. Like, you know, keeping things real cash. No, that's a small, okay, that's a smaller. All right, nothing too, nothing too like disruptive. I do see death poking out a little bit. So we do have, I think this is a smaller collective that's dealing with Any kind of shakeups right now? Five of Wands. All right. World and the Eight of Cups showing up at the bottom. There's a lot of energy that's seeing its way out. I think between the last retrograde and full moon, that cleared out a lot. And then that was the end of retrograde. So it was just, yeah. We have a lot of energy that's been transmuting. The only thing you could really do through it is this Four of Cups energy. Just chill, no real urgency unless it needs urgency. All right, now with that Six of Pentacles, knowing when to give and take right now, please balance out the energy. Please balance out your own energy. Make sure you're giving to the right people, places, things. All right, and also being open to receive. All right, now those givers are gonna be like, ugh. I need y'all givers, okay, to be able to receive. They're like, no, oh my gosh, no. I'm speaking, this energy, I feel like in majority, I'm speaking to an energy, I'm speaking to an energy that is like, when it comes to receiving, there's some kind of ick feeling there. But now it's time to receive. All right, Six of Wands to the Five of Wands. This energy wants to help you open up on different levels. Levels that you've been fighting against, levels that you feel like you've been kind of like beating a brick wall or smashing your head up against a brick wall. Those areas are releasing. All right, so time to open up, my flowers, okay? Oh, and also as a collective message, I've been getting that you probably, if anyone feels like that this is just like a quiet period, nothing really going on, even if it's summer, you may be on like a low-key kind of vibe. That's because, again, in part of the clearing, there's a lot of protection being like kind of, what's the word? Kind of like, I want to say why do I want to say installation? That's not a word I would use for. But there is protection being installed for certain individuals. So it's like your guides are really keeping a tight lid on some of y'all. Not everybody. But for some of y'all, yeah. Some people are being owed like spiritual secret service in a sense. So yeah, the karma's been in the last kind of like spiritual season. I like to call it spiritual seasons because it'd be, you know, turning over like different season. In this season of telenovela, spiritual style. Last season we saw the mask being removed from a lot of people, and that's still happening, mind you. That's still happening, but the majority of it has happened. So if you have seen the true faces of anyone recently, believe it. Don't overthink it. Susan Gonzalez, welcome. Right? I like it because spiritual secret service is here. They're like, touch not the ones with purpose. It was a bad season for NPCs in particular. Oh, that's well. If right, and you see it too. I don't. Y'all, it is so hilarious. Be out and about and just like take a moment to observe. Don't get all wrapped up in it because, you know, no. Just take a moment to like intentionally observe different groups. And the Matrix will be like, it's funny as ish. They're like it's so weird. It is so weird outside. But I digress. Let's get this cue going. All right, so Bakey will be up first. Country, Devon, Sphinx, Diamond Girl, and Miss Cece. If all y'all are still present. And remember, it is viewer's choice. So you can come and ask your own questions. Susan, I'm gonna switch things up here. It's been working so far on TikTok, so I'm gonna bring it here too. I'm gonna start going by, I think over here they call it top fans list. But yeah, if I went based on that, actually, K Spinks 888. That would be first, but I still use the first comments that came in for the evening. Miss Cece, let me know if you want to get your message over here. Big one says general, you got it. So yeah, ooh, 88. Y'all that are interested in private reads, the link, I believe I did put the link in the description of the live. Yeah. But also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, tap some hearts, some, celebrations, because it is a celebration, y'all. I just saw the Ace of Pentacles, now it's the Ace of Wands. There is a lot of new energy coming in, a lot of clarity, insights, kind of surprises and gifts. Like the universe is dropping us little gifts, okay? So if you are waiting for like a big win, just let the little ones add up. There's big wins in there for some. There are. But the little ones add up and they count too. And if you can't be grateful for the little wins, guess what the universe is going to do? Like, oh, I don't think you want this big win. You sure? You sure you want it? You sure? I don't know. Okay. So yes, be grateful ahead of time. Okay. That is one of the most important parts of manifestation. Gratitude. Okay. And you have to be thankful for everything that you have now so that the universe is like, okay, all right, I think you can handle more. We're trusting you. Okay, yes. Gotcha, Miss Cece. Alright, let's go for big please and thank you. It's that general message. No, sorry, that was just an inside joke. Hangman. Yeah. Continue to stack up because this is like reinforcing what was literally just said. All right. Oh, okay. Very low siren in the back. All right. Ooh. Five of Swords, Hangman. Your reaction has, or your previous reactions, it's something about your previous reactions or your continued reactions is what continues to delay things for you. That's part of it. Ooh, that's part of it, because there's more. But wait, there's more. Two of Swords to the Ten of Wands. That Leo energy with the Strength and the Hermit. Both eyes closed, mind you. These are, I can't remember if all, oh, and the Hangman. I think those are most of the, does the star have the eyes open? I can't remember. Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So part of that collective message. The Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. This may be a continued like lesson that, because this feels like something that you've been kind of slowly but surely, especially with the Knight of Pentacles, learning that Hermit energy, but it's like there's a stubbornness here, an unwillingness to accept that there are certain steps you gotta take that it cannot be avoided. And it's like, no, I don't want to do it. You gotta, because it's literally that on the other side. It's literally on the other side of what you don't want to do, what you're trying to put off. Yeah. Until you can make it doesn't feel like a far leap either. It doesn't feel like it, maybe if to me it doesn't actually, but to you it might feel like it's bigger, but it's not. It's not. It's a matter of this Hermit and Strength energy in the center here. You don't give yourself enough credit for how much you have like grown. You don't see it yet, but you will. You will. There is wisdom here. Of course, there's more to be learned, but again, that's part of it. But yeah, with that initial, with your reaction delaying your process, it's like, be careful, that gratitude part, that gratitude message, and letting the little wins stack up and being grateful for the little wins. 11, 10. Actually, I've been seeing a lot of the 111 variation, but with the like 1101, 1110, 1011. Interesting. You're close. I mean, this is here. So yeah, you're definitely close. But just realize like why. Because it's kind of like you may have been the, like, when is it my turn? Or like, getting a little impatient. But it's about, I think you've kind of along the way learned, and this is just a confirmation and a reassurance that you're doing it. But if you wanted to know why, it was you. All right, so let's use a little tea. So this also looks like, when it comes to the Ace and the Two of Cups, not only are you gaining, like, if it feels like that new chapter, that beginning that you're looking for, that big win, it's something that is going to fulfill you emotionally and level up connections. Unfiltered truth showing up here. So someone will speak their unfiltered truth, but this feels like you. This feels like you need to speak up in ways, but no. Okay, they're saying like, that's how you've been speaking, and now it's like about learning to filter. Okay, all right, got it now. Inner circle showing up here, so possibly helping your inner circle when it comes to showing them the way. of putting on that filter. Definitely me. Listen, I love the honesty. Unspoken desires. Yeah, you have some gifts coming in. Unexpressed and inner desires, often hidden needs or emotions. So yeah, those are coming to the surface. And it's like your needs will be met on different levels. All right. So, but be willing to not just receive emotional fulfillment. Be prepared to give it. All right. Because this is both giving and receiving. Inner circle showing up again. So when it comes to you may be leaving or have to leave at least one person, one key element, person or key element in your life behind. Because with this 3 of Swords to the 6 of Wands, it's like you're going to have to release something or let go of something that's to achieve your goal. Possibly part of that inner circle. So it's all right. Not everybody can come along. That is the sad reality. Not everybody can join you on the next phase. It's about the level up. Queen of Pentacles. Level up. Money abundance. It's almost at the finish. It is, and it's that Knight of Pentacles is like a slow and steady progress, which not a lot of people have the patience for, but this has been teaching you that patience that you're going to need, because how do you think you can handle a big win if you don't have patience? You will fumble it immediately. Okay, so it's also in part to protect you from when you do on that timer, as I'm saying that. All right, so all bringing you to a point of alignment and the wisdom to know how to keep and multiply that blessing. So you're very welcome. All right, country love, where you at? Fears my life lately made me love. What does my spiritual team want me to work on in order to clear this heavy energy and get back to my happy space? Something about either you've been thinking of doing or volunteering. However, you've been thinking about either giving your time or energy in some form or fashion, or you've been called to. So I saw the Page of Pentacles, the Hermit. It's giving gotta the two self-preservation and self-happiness nines, the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups on the bottom here. All right, so when it comes to the energy that you're investing into yourself and the space that you're spending with yourself, be very careful of that, because it's giving way to when you're with yourself, there's not enough focusing on the positive aspects. Because again, man, if I'm going to have to reference that that collective message with gratitude. Because I know if you're able to watch me, from wherever you're at, there is something to be grateful for. Always. Always. Death energy, Four of Pentacles, that Knight of Swords, Judgment, Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. When it comes to, okay, because it feels like you're focusing on everything, but there is something in particular that you need to focus on right now. Not like, because with this love thing, I'm not getting external factors. So like the energy that you're talking about as far as, healing from a love situation, that's not showing up here. This is dealing mainly with self, because these two, and the Hermit showing up. So yeah, this is dealing with aspects of self and what it is you need to reflect on about yourself. The Wheel of Fortune showing up underneath here. So yeah, it's like there's always something to be grateful for, yes, but in particular, you have a pretty good amount of blessings. The 9 and the 10 of Pentacles is appearing. You have a pretty good amount. So what is it that because if you want more and you're like, oh, I don't have anything, I'm doing so bad, like, what do you think the universe is gonna do? Like, oh, okay, I guess you decided that you're really bad off right now, so chill with that. This feels like a dark night of the soul as well. You got some shadow work to do. Shadow work? Absolutely. Absolutely. But mind you, if you truly know that that's the case, that would not have been your question. So we always have within our ability, our capability, the power to decide to be happy or grateful. Now, I will give you this, it is very easy to focus on the not so great aspects, and they're making it easier and easier. All right. So please do yourself a service, filter out what it is that you're taking on right now. This is giving like you need a detox from an area. Death to the Four of Pentacles, you need a detox in a particular area of life. It may be screens, it may be a particular energy, a particular way you get your information. How you stay informed is not the actual way of being informed. There's something about your method of consumption. So yeah, turn shot. There you go. There you go. Finances are great. Here's the thing though, because you're dealing with you're trying to, all I see are pages and knights here. You're dealing with somebody that you've kind of like, you've gone the extent with. Because if you had a king here or a queen level energy, that would be different. I would say, okay, I told you that this reading had aspect to do with yourself, not with another energy, because whomever you're dealing with here is not about that. These are the worst, two of the worst energies to have if you're talking about a partner. Because that is immature energy, that is self-serving energy, combative type of energy, or argumentative, likes to debate, or always has something to say, always has to have the last word. Like, come on. Yes, that is absolutely. You need actually this, because this is feeling more like a whole retreat. You need a retreat. You may not think like, oh, it's not a good time, but you have the finances. You could do it. If you've been seeing, because I've been seeing a lot of ads for like little getaways upstate or something. There's like these tiny homes that you can rent out that are in like the countryside. Because this is giving like you need some peace and quiet for a little bit. All right, let's get the tea. Ooh. Friendship tests showing up here. This is giving a little bit, maybe multiple areas, multiple people, maybe testing, or no, there's at least one that's intentionally testing, and the other one you may be. There's like a combination of energies testing each other. Your friendship is being tested for loyalties. You may feel like someone is trying to test your loyalty, like they're testing you. There's somebody here is testing the patience of another. Public exposure, playing both sides showing up here. Private matters could be exposed. Playing both sides as someone is trying to appease everyone. That feels like you. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like you feel like oh, I just want, you can't always have that. And you have to be able to deal with aspects of life and to keep your energy open to manifest. You got to be okay with things not always being okay. That's just the way shit is. Clearing the air also showing up here. So might have to have a little conversation, clearing up misunderstandings through communication, unspoken tensions. My goodness. There's a lot of little aspects that you gotta handle. Because when it comes to, it feels like communication with you and others right now could be a little strained or tense or Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hey, Ariel. Let us talk. I can't. You're good. I shout you out for coming in. Cause let's see, Jace, what's up? What's up? Okay. You're so very welcome. We hear ya. We are. Baby, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. 11:11. I'm chilling. Like so super hard. I have to sometimes check in with myself. Like, wait, everything's good? Yeah, everything's good. Like, oh, okay. And then let it, because shoot, I ain't trying to mess up a good thing. If it's not broke, I ain't trying to fix this. This feels right. So let's go. All right, is Devon present? And then Sphinx and Diamond Girl. And then we're gonna see where time is at. Ride or, listen, I'm trying to cancel that out of my vocabulary. Ride or die. Like, I understand the good intent behind it, but why y'all keep talking about dying? Like, why is that the option? Why couldn't it be ride and live? Why we gotta die? I mean, I know we got to sometime, but before we need to? Nah. Magician. Paging Devon. I know Sphinx is here, so Sphinx, let me know if you have a particular question. Hey, fairy goddess. Aw, so nice to be messed. Taking out my little strings here. What direction or career path should you look into? Hospitality, retail? Or finances? Do you mean the financial career path? So currently I'm working on a queue. Once I finish that up, I'm going to take from the top fans list. That's how I'm doing it. From now on, the initial comments and then the list. Case Banks, I did not have you on my initial queue. You were after the names that I currently have. Or I should say you came in after the current names. So if you've been, you've been hanging out all this time, then I'm sure you're going to be up there, because you were actually up there if I was going by. Yeah. Right now you're number 3 after people that just got messages. So yeah, stick around. Should be able to take you. Okay, so which direction or career path? That's a very, because those are very different areas. that's a wide net to cast. I just want you to know that. Because it's not like you're saying like, oh, which one should I decide between, like what, But we'll see. Let me see what comes out. Knight of Cups. You're like, I don't know. You're like, I don't know. You have experience in all of them. I get it. That's similar to me as well. Similar to me as well. It took me a minute. I was like, actually, I was convinced when I was fresh out of school, Knight of Cups, they took me, they were like, oh, get into banking. That'll be fun. The spoiler, it was not fun. It's actually the opposite of. Yo, 8 of Swords on the side here. There's something, they're like, you're not considering the main option, or taking yourself, something about the option that takes yourself the most into consideration, because it's like you're not really doing that. You're thinking right now, like, what's going to be the most money in the shortest amount of time, and they're like, it doesn't work that way. I mean, okay, it kind of does, but it's not going to work out for you that way. It's like, it's like until you start going after what you like really, really want to do, nothing else is going to work out. It's like you may have like a start. Yeah, you may false starts, Ace of Wands in mostly reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse. You've had a lot of those false starts where you've tried so many different areas because you're like, this is going to be the one. Nope. No. Yeah, no. That sounds stressful. You stressing yourself out by doing what you don't want to do. Or not sure of what you want to do. Yeah, because it's like, you for sure are neurodivergent. For sure, like, if you have not, because I know I am. I just don't care to get an official diagnosis. So when it comes to Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups on the underneath, this is about like that self-fulfillment, which is more involving like what you have imagined but maybe think is outside of your capability, because it's not. Eight of Swords, the Empress in reverse, Three of Swords, these two in reverse, the Ace of Wands and Nine of Swords, and these came out together. The Four of Pentacles, Death, and the Devil. It's like that's giving like serial job hopper. it's giving like, yeah, like a compulsion to, like, I can't stay here. I gotta go, do something else. Yeah, there's for sure like neurodivergence here. So when it comes to neurodivergence, it's actually a superpower, but you have to learn how to manage it. You have to like realize where it's starting to, it's starting to flare up in ways that can delay your journey versus progress it. So yeah, no, until you actually focus on, because Empress is in reverse here. So it's like, you're not even considering what it is that you want to do here. Just like, oh, what's going to be the most beneficial? Where can I get the most benefits, or, the easiest ride? And it's like, that's really not the easy way out. You may think it is, it may, but it's not. It's not. I'm telling y'all, once you get involved in your purpose and what you're actually being called to do, what you actually want to do, what's calling to your soul, because essentially that's part of your purpose. Okay. Nothing is really going to go right. Nothing, you're going to have to keep, licking your wounds and like, damn, another gig didn't work out, or something else went left, and yeah, a lot of false starts. Okay. So that's essentially what's going to keep happening until you decide like, okay, let me get with it. Because this feels like the fear of what could happen, the fear of losing what is actually supposed to help you gain, the fear of losing in what is actually supposed to help you gain. So you think like, it's too big of a risk, and they're like, nope. Oh, let me get this. The random, but was it depends on the country. Because when I was in, which country was that? Is that El Salvador? Like, people would be like, bueno. And that's their hello. But, hola. Oh, careful of this. Jealousy issues. Be careful of that. Because with this devil energy here, you may have an energy. You may have to do some shadow work yourself, because that's a lot of like, this is a lot of darkness right here. So you may also be going through a shadow or a needed shadow work period, or there's either that or there's an energy around you that is overshadowing you in some form or way. Drifting apart showing up here. The connection between you and someone is fading. Oop, let it go. Double cross and joint evolution. Okay, this feels like if you've been holding on to a particular either friendship, connection, out of fear of either being alone or fear, there's a fear of something here. That could be part of your, well, yeah, that's not just your only, it's like part of the holdup. Double cross says you may face betrayal or being double crossed, or have been. No, this feels current. You and others are growing together and supporting each other. This feels like when it comes to the best way for you to support yourself in a journey, and that other while supporting that, is to separate. Because it's like, this is a necessary drifting. Not to say it's something that's going to stay drifted, but for the time being, because there's a massive delays here. You see no pentacles, no groundedness, and only cups on the bottom. So you got some things to work out. Because until then, it's like your money is being blocked. You sure about that? You sure? And when you talk about clean house, block as well. People on the outside looking in, and especially if you haven't spiritually reinforced yourself, if you're not like, if you feel vulnerable right now, moon energy feels like you do, block. So they have no access to you whatsoever. Yes, you heard Fairy Goddess. Keep showing love. Tapping those, tappity tap those buttons. Like and share. And sub. Alright. Diamond Girl, where are you at? Who's Hawaiian? Yeah, it said on the bottom. So again, take that moon again. There may be hidden resentments. You may think that you've cleaned house, but it feels like that there's some kind of either hidden resentment or hidden aspect here. Because that's what, I'd be the ones closest to you, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Because for the longest, I was really like on some... Oh no, it couldn't be my sibling. It couldn't be my, it could. It can and does happen. Yeah, you got some not so great energies around you, and it's like you're with that Eight of Swords. You don't even see it. You don't really see the half of it. You're like, I don't want to say la la la. You're kind of. Do you walk with your head down or avoid? Because something about avoiding eye contact or not, or don't walk walk standing tall. Because a lot during the reading, I wanted to like either slouch or look down. Keep that head held up high. I'm sorry, I had to for a second. Keep that head and that crown held up, and if it tips, that's okay. Readjust. You're spicy. You might need some management with that, because if it's come to the point where you're not sure where to focus and not sure what your next steps are to take, like managing and being able to tune back in. I was going to suggest, but I'm still testing out different things and different herbs. Mushrooms are pretty good. Lion's mane. When it comes to focus, green tea. But it's different for everybody though. It's really, that spectrum is wide. It is so wide. Demago says, General, welcome. Same. I love tea. Just in general, I love tea. Been drinking a lot of hibiscus, green tea, ginger, turmeric. And don't forget the black pepper, because when you have anything turmeric to properly absorb, you need black pepper. Matcha. I'll have matcha every now and then. Like, I'm caffeine sensitive, so that makes me kind of jittery. But otherwise, if I know I need like a strong kick me, yeah, get the matcha out. All right, general for Diamond Girl, please and thank you. What's happening? High Priestess. All right, so after this, I should be able, 555 on the timer, I should be able to take one more name. And again, I'll be taking it straight from the top fans list. Ooh. Something about Netflix or be careful of your sources of something about entertainment, like how you either entertain yourself or your sources of entertainment right now, because it's like the two aces, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, High Priestess. Something about an attack on your intuition or an attack on your connection to higher self. King of Swords. Yeah, when's the last time you went outside? When you last been outside? Like, touch some grass outside. Wait, hold on. Someone fell on my lap. 9 of Pentacles fell in my lap. Touch grass? Like, actually, well, I'm talking about touching nature, not just being out in it. If y'all didn't know that there are receptors in our hands and our feet where we're actually supposed to come in contact with nature. If you've made fun of tree huggers and touchers, well, guess what? They're the ones that got it right, because that's exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Hello, as you can see, I'm doing a reading, so trying to get my attention, not the best at this time, and it would actually like make me want to block you. And now the Queen of Swords on its side. It's like, that was like aching. That was kind of like, that took a lot of work to get there. That Queen of Swords coming out. Magician to the Temperance energy. Something about how this is giving more air energy, but you could have like a mix or like different elements for different elements for your main elements. Okay. Ace of Wands, the Devil, the King of Swords, very similar gazes here. It's like one has a problem with eye contact. I don't feel like you have that so much. 9 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles to that Queen of Swords on its side. Yeah, something about you connecting with your elements, because you, again, you don't just connect with one. It's like you need them all. So if you're not doing, if you're not getting enough water, if you're not getting enough rest, sun, and you need, this is giving that you need more sun than you think you do, or vitamin D. Of course, the natural source is the best, but if you can't, then take a supplement. There's something about supplementation here. All right, so between earth, fire, not as much water. That may just be a side thing where maybe you don't drink enough water. But as far as like, I'm not getting that you need to like sit by large bodies of water, but you need to be outside more. Or get more natural elements. Or iron. Something about supplementation. So if you have like low iron or something like that, it's, yeah. Not enough rest. Okay. Because it feels like a combination. It feels like either low iron, or you may have like moments where even if you got enough rest, you still feel fatigued, or you still feel like either a brain fog or... So yeah, get a, if you haven't had a checkup, it might be time. Oh yes, the emperor on the bottom. Might be time to, do a little check-in. Make sure all is well. But I feel like this 8/8 little time phase, because it's not just, everybody's like, oh, 8/8 is just the only day that you can manifest it. No, it's a whole, like, basically for the month, we're in what has been programmed to be an 8-month. So there is abundance tide, Leo season. When I tell y'all it's not about the calendar, it's about the energy. This has been a long time coming where society has been programmed for this. So use that energy. Utilize that energy. That's on collectively as well. So I'm just saying that for everyone. Utilize this energy to call in what it is that you want, because a lot of it is going to be moving faster. Year of the horse, Leo energy. Yeah, there's a lot of fast moving energy. Right? Life path 8th. Well, according to, here's the thing, and I have to keep reminding myself, because again, it's part of the programming that we actually have a calendar, which we do for society. But on the grand scheme, on the larger scale, that shit don't exist. It's not real. There's different calendars in different countries. Not everybody's on the same year. And just knowing that should be able to let y'all know how time ain't real. Because how is that the case? That, what is it, Ethiopia? They're like in, is it 2000 something? Or are they still in the 1900s? I can't remember, but they're not in 2026. So everything's energy. That's all you need to know. Simplify it for yourself. Everything was fine. Okay, good. Because there's some, but that's the thing though. On paper, everything's good, but you're still feeling drained here. So it's like something is draining your energy. Something is pulling your energy. So what is this devil energy here? This is Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be a Cap in your life draining you, but think of what it is that drains you, because it's something that, and I'm getting a source of entertainment. That was the first thing that I got. You may not know it, but it's like what you've been taking in or consuming, some source of what you've been taking and consuming. And initially I heard Netflix, but it could just be another streaming service. If you're watching a particular show, y'all, I mean, I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to be flagged, but when I tell you that there's programming in there that will steal your energy if you consume yourself with a particular or one of those programs. That's why they call it programming, TV programming. Like y'all didn't connect those yet. They didn't pick that up. So you may low key be programmed by what you're watching. So be careful, because that was the initial that I got, was that it was a source of entertainment that you're consuming is consuming you. Oh no. Don't watch that. Don't watch that. Like, I saw, it was like an advert for that, and it just gave me the immediate ick. I was like, no, something's weird there. And that's a problem too. You just watch everything. Yeah. If you don't, keep your butt outside instead. Or like something, yeah. You may have to up your vitamin D as well. Because they told us we need a certain amount, but I think it's more. Especially if you have melanin, you have to. Especially, yeah, full energy. You probably, the recommended dosage amounts, probably try upping it. I'm not. So I cover my ass. I am not a doctor. Okay, just going by own experience. And I found that increasing my vitamin D when necessary, when I know I'm not going to get enough sun, has been helpful. All right, let's see. Who would I top? Okay, and then it would be Miss Cece, I believe was, I didn't put your name down, but I just remember that I'd included you in the initial queue. Really? I gotta, like, I be pondering about what I watch now. Because, like, you know, you see something that the preview looks really good, Judgment here. It's like, does that fit the current timeline, though? Like that, because, again, you can't, like, stop being irresponsible with your consumption of entertainment, people. It's really deeper than you give it credit. You're like, oh, it's just, no, it is not just entertainment. It is not just entertainment. If it was just that, they would not be putting so much money and so much effort into keeping it a main part of society. General. Okay. And Judgment, again, yeah, y'all, like, and especially if you're ascending or part of the group that is, you can't just take in anything anymore. You can't just eat everything that you used to anymore. You can't just be around the people you used to anymore. Certain places. Listen to your intuition, because I know it'd be giving you like little nudges, because I did see the High Priestess. I'm sorry, I'm still talking to Diamond. When it comes to those little twinges that you get, listen to them. Because it be telling you, you're probably ignoring it on a lot of time. You probably be ignoring it. Because I didn't see it after that. But it's there. It is there. Okay. Rick and Morty made people kind of stupid. Like, it was kind of funny. And I watched it maybe once or twice. And it was the one episode I may have saw like a good episode, or what was considered a good episode, because it did make me laugh. So I was like, oh, let me watch it again. The next time I was like, nah, that's it. I think I'm good on that. Yeah, be careful, y'all. Evaluate how you feel in the first 10 minutes of watching something. And if you feel uplifted, if you feel like, oh, this got my, you know, like you feel them good tingles, okay. But be aware of how something makes you feel when you watch it. Because they putting out a lot of like horror movies and people's anxiety is through the roof. All right, let's tap in from Miss Cece, please and thank you, as general. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna have to. See? Do you love it or can you take it? Because I had to distinguish the two. Because it's like, it really, horror doesn't scare me. So, but just because you can stand it doesn't mean you should watch it. Because I started getting the ick too. Walking Dead was one of my favorite shows. And I was like, my brain feels slow. You start feeling like you're turning into a zombie in a way. And you notice how many different shows they had of that one series? How they branched that off? Right? It is. Entertainment is like a drug. From CC. Message. I'll tell you, I wanted to stop there, but I was like, I gotta know. So I watched it, but it was like, all right, all this. See, we could like sit here. It's so distracting. It is so distracting talking about these shows. 8 of Cups and the Hierophant energy. Star, the King of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the 4 of Cups, and the World. Ooh. This is talking about giving you the opportunity to step into like a higher level when it comes to like your spiritual advancement. You may have been noticing, or part of that like group that has like the ascension symptoms, where you may have like little occurrences. It's like shit. The veil is like a little, you know, there's happenings here. There's sightings, there's occurrences. You may have like your own little, you know, pocket of weird happening in your space, or at times, or weird dreams, whatever the case may be. But it's like your spiritual is getting tuned up, right? You're gonna start being noticed on different levels here. This star energy, people are gonna like, it's like little occurrences. You may have noticed it already. Like if you're out, either people are a little nicer or want to be a little more helpful, or you will be noticing this, because it's like, and you're gonna think like, what is this? What is this? High Priestess though. It's like people are tuning into, or going to be tuning into that higher aspect. Your higher self is shining through right now. And it's like, hey. So maintain this energy, because it feels like you're going to be coming to a period of like, you know, where things are going to be, it's going to be smoother sailing, where you're going to be able to focus on other things and construct a better inner world as well as outer, and do more things. Because this feels like an expansion. Because usually the world is like for completion, but I'm getting more so expansion here. A lot of expansion energy wise, but that translates to reality wise. Once you expand spiritually, it absolutely reflects in your physical reality. And the more that you focus on what you want to expand on, yeah. All right, so keep that energy going, because it's like you're like a little beacon right now, whether you know it or not. Star and the High Priestess, it's like you may be a little beacon for weird right now. Like or you will be. You may be noticing either like the phantom touches, because like when your aura gets to a certain point, and we don't realize how many times a day we get like touched by other spirits and stuff like that, but you may be starting to feel them where you're like, you know, like itchy. You may feel itchy. they just want a little piece of the, you know, they want a little piece of the action. Like, oh, who's that with that alien energy? And there's a lot of either you may be connecting or having dreams about water or swimming, or been thinking about swimming. There's an aspect of water here. A large aspect of water, actually, that just came in after. Because the Aquarian energy started this. That's what opened it. But, like, a lot of people think, oh, it's Aquarius, it's a water sign. No. But it's like there's both elements here. Right? This is really good. This is really good. It's kind of like when it's like you've passed some kind of like ritual. It's like you've leveled up in a way because of maybe something that you did or accomplished or a test that you passed. So now it's like you're given more leeway, more access, more opportunities to chill. What did I say with water and swimming? That's hilarious. So if you ever thought about doing like either scuba, snorkeling, or something about this Atlantean, you may be connected to, I don't go so deep into like the spiritual types when it comes to like Atlanteans, Lemurians, all this. So I'm like, all right, I don't know about any of that. But you may connect with Atlantean energy or water, like deep ocean activities when it comes to dolphins, whales, or you may like sea animals. Water sign. But this says a shocking discovery is on its way. So this is something that is going to be in the way of expansion. Doubt surface showing up on the bottom here. More water, mind you. All right, so when it comes to your connection with water, make it a ritual for yourself. Whenever it is that, whatever you encounter water, whether it be drinking it, whether it be washing your face, taking a shower, sitting next to a large body of water, being in the water, take a moment and just make it like a little quick ritual for yourself, because there's something about tapping into that element deeper, and you're supposed to. You may have doubts in it or may think that, oh, it's not that serious. No, it is. It is. Because that may be actually part of your gifts as well. You may have like enjoying evolution showing up here. You and others are growing together, supporting each other. There might be like a either a group or a club or a meetup. Like you could do a beach day and you may have like a weird occurrence happen there. But yeah, rumor has it, something that will catch the eye and be like, oh my gosh, put you in the spotlight. You may have like a viral moment happen that somebody catches. That's so funny. There's a lot here because it's like about you being like seen in different ways here with this star energy. But like not just like spiritually, like high up. Ooh. Yes. So ritualize it, because it's like tapping into that aspect deeper is going to connect you on whole new levels. That's amazing. And I love that. It's a good way to end it off. So my peeps, I am switching over to TikTok now. If you'd like to join me over there, the link is in my channel description. However, my next night on YouTube will be Thursday. I don't believe I've programmed that yet, so I will before the time. The Illuminati. If you haven't gotten like some kind of weird invitation by now, then yeah. Especially if you're in the public eye. Like there's some strange stuff happening. Anyway, I will see y'all very soon. So much love and appreciation to all my collective. You're so very welcome. And I will see y'all next time around. Good night.